Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes Reacts. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
I'm Baby Jeff.
Baby Jeff. No, there's no Baby Jeffs.
Can't be.
Baby Jeffs. We are the Office Blokes. We've got two other YouTube channels. We like to talk utter pants from time to time on one of them, and we try stuff on the other one. Both good channels, I'd say. Pretty solid.
So.
We've also got a Patreon page. We've got social media, all that good stuff, and some brand spanking new merch. Sort it out.
Which is nice.
Every piece of merch you buy goes to support our alcoholism.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do. I'll take that. So someone suggested this because when we were reacting to like things in the deep sea, and you were both saying you hate the sea. You don't
not keen.
You don't go
not
in
keen
the
at
sea.
all. You just don't know what's in there.
This is a lobster diver swallowed by humpback whale off Cape Cod. And it's a news report about him. So that child struck by a van is probably the segment before. Yeah. That's not what we're reacting to. That'd be pretty fucking dark. Should we get into it?
Yeah, but what's a lobster diver? I guess it's someone who's... Do you dive for lobster or do you...
Well, they have lobster pots, don't they? Are they based on the bottom of the sea or on the seabed? So I think some of them in certain countries they actually have people just diving down for them.
For the pots?
Yeah. Well, they dive down and take them out the pot, I think.
Yeah,
and leave the pot
something
there
like that.
permanently.
I think so.
We'll find out anyway, so let's do it. So, lobster diver swallowed by a big dirty whale.
Struck by a landscaping van here on Pleasant Street around 3:40 this afternoon. Really tough day in Worcester after yesterday's funeral for the police officer. So everyone is definitely pulling for this child. Live in Worcester, Rondella Richardson, WCVB News Center 5.
Tough indeed, Rondella. Thank you. An epic encounter at sea. A Cape Cod lobster diver is recovering from injuries after he says he got caught in the mouth of a humpback whale. Our David Bienick just spoke with this man and is live in Wellfleet. David, this is unbelievable.
Absolutely, Maria. It is a whale of a tale. Some might say a whopper of a fish story. But this one comes with eyewitnesses.
He was trying to get me out.
Still in scrubs from his trip to the hospital, Michael Packard has pains in his legs and a story of biblical proportions. Packard was diving off his lobster boat, was near the bottom when he says all of a sudden he felt as if he'd been hit by a truck.
And everything went black. And all I could feel was just muscle and skin all around me.
Packard says he was in total darkness and he could feel the whale's movement in the water. But at first, he didn't realize what was happening.
It was like, did I just get bit by a shark? Or, no, it's not a shark. I'm in a whale's mouth.
You figured that out while you're inside the whale?
Yes.
He struggled, thought about his wife and two sons, and thought he might die. Then, after about 20 or 30 seconds, he says the whale spit him out.
And then all of a sudden, I saw light and white water everywhere. And all of a sudden, I was thrown from his mouth. He was shaking his head, trying to eject me out of his mouth.
Packard's shipmate saw him come flying out of the water. The captain of a charter boat that was nearby says he did too.
Wasn't sure what it was. Then when I saw the white flipper fin on the side, I go, that's a whale. And then all of a sudden I see Mike feet first coming out of the water like this.
I think I was in shock a bit. I had to actually pull over and call him back and say, what did you tell me?
Packard says the whale was a humpback about 35 to 40 feet long that might have mistaken his scuba bubbles for a school of fish. He says the last thing he saw was the whale's tail swimming away.
As soon as I landed in the water and was floating there in excruciating pain, I was like, oh my God, I'm alive.
What a story. Well, Packard says he does have some pain in his legs, but the whale never broke the skin. Packard says he plans to be back in the water as soon as he's feeling a bit better. In fact, he says he feels very lucky. And while he was at the hospital, a nurse came up and asked him to jot down some lottery numbers.
How the fuck does that make the news?
I think that's pretty mental, to be fair, because that doesn't happen.
I don't... Did it happen?
Well,
did it happen?
Smoking a bit too much weed in or something.
Well, the thing is, I'm sure a whale, even though it's got a huge mouth, the esophagus or whatever, it can only swallow something the size of a grapefruit, I think it is. So you can't actually physically get ingested by a whale. But he's probably, it's gone like that and he's been in its mouth. And it swam around with his legs sticking out of his mouth.
I'm thinking what's more realistic is fucking nosed him on the back of the leg or something like that. He shit himself, fucking scooted to the top. Right?
Yeah.
And then he's gone, fuck it, I've just been hit by a whale. And they've gone, really? Let's get it on the news.
And
Get
it
it on the
spiraled
news.
out of control.
Yeah, it's
But
snowballed.
if people have seen, the whale and then him feet first coming out of the water, then how do you come out of the water feet first? The wrong way round, unless something's pushing you.
I don't know.
The jury's out for me. I'm not saying I believe him or I don't believe him, but do you still want to avoid the sea, or does that not change you?
No, so
I wouldn't go down there anyway.
Nah.
It's not the whales I'm scared of. It's all the other creepy shit that's down there.
There's all sorts of crap in them, bloody jellyfish and all sorts, and not for me. But
Are you saying no?
I'm
it's
saying
true.
no.
I don't. I'm not 100% convinced. I must admit.
It's just
I
a
don't
story. Don't know. Even the way the announced his wife there. She was called the Lobster Man's wife. Lobster Man.
Do you think he just
Not
wants
called
to
like Jonah or something like that?
Do you think he wants to live forever in sea shanties? That's what this is all about.
Could be,
People are
yeah.
going to write songs about
He's
it.
going to be known, isn't he, in where was it, Cape Cod or wherever, as the Lobster Man. That's that guy that got hit by a whale.
Yeah, he'll be telling the story for forever now, won't we?
He'll dine out on it forever.
Fourscore and 30 years ago, I was a young lad swimming in the sea.
Just like the ones with the UFO stories, isn't it? It was taken up by aliens, and of course you will, son.
Yeah, did
Of course you will.
the whale probe you with its tongue?
But it's funny, he said it was pitch black, yet he knew the fucking size of it, what model it was. I don't know if that's what you call them, the model.
The model. Make a model.
Yeah.
I don't know. He was interested. Anyway.
I think he's full of shit.
I think a whale probably has come up and grabbed him. This whole 20 to 30 seconds of it swimming around with him in its mouth is bullshit, I think. But I think it's come up and gone, and then he's gone,
What's he done?
Fuck, That's how they
Sounds like
That's how they eat.
the noise you make.
Lobster Man.
Krill. It's just
Well,
gone.
the Italian as well, isn't he?
That was Russian.
Welsh.
Krill. That was my best Russian. That was
Definitely
Russian.
Welsh.
Yeah. No, I reckon it's probably had a nibble and hang on like that, and it's been over in a second. But it's happened, but nowhere near like it's being said.
Yeah, I think at the very least it's been embellished a
It's
bit. I
been
think
massively embellished.
Yeah,
But
I reckon his arse has touched the back of the boat and he's gone, whoa, whale! He fucking dived up like that and shit himself.
Do you reckon he's signing on now? Do you reckon he's on the sick?
Yeah,
of course he
big
is.
time.
Yeah, massively.
He'll get back in the water as soon as he's recovered. Fucking 8 years later, he's still like, no, man.
Yeah. The thing is, as a fisherman, any type of fisherman needs to be able to embellish a story, though.
The fisherman's tale.
Yeah, no one wants to hear what really happened to you when you're fishing.
Yeah.
It's got to be the
Over-dramatised.
rainiest night, and it was the biggest fish anyone's ever seen.
Yeah,
Like,
80-foot waves.
Yeah. That's what fishermen do, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what he's gone for.
Yeah.
Bullshit,
Fair
mate.
play.
Anyway, hope you believed it. Like we don't. How did it make the news? That's what got me.
That's local
in the
news.
news.
The story before was about a little kid getting hit by a car.
Yeah, but that's
for
news.
fuck's sake.
That's news. Do you know what I
I know,
mean?
but it's like, it's horrible.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to put something in there, like throw some shit local story in after that.
brand
to
new
light up with it.
light-hearted last news item on the local news, I suppose, isn't it? So, anyway, whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, don't forget, like and subscribe, hit the bell, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Cheers, guys.